What if the most secret military base on Earth is hiding something that could change everything we know about humanity? Welcome to Area 51, the most mysterious patch of desert on the planet. Area 51. The name alone conjures images of flying saucers, alien autopsies, and government cover-ups. Located in the remote Nevada desert near Groom Lake, this United States Air Force facility has become the epicenter of UFO conspiracy theories for over 7 decades. No public road access. No fly zone for aircraft. Armed guards with shoot-to-kill orders. The base didn't officially exist for almost 60 years. The CIA acknowledged its existence for the first time in 2013. But what's really going on behind those barbed wire fences? In this video, we're diving deep into the evidence, the declassified documents, and the whistleblower testimonies that have turned this patch of desert into the most mysterious place on Earth. From the Roswell incident to modern UAP investigations, let's separate fact from fiction. Let's start with the moment that started it all. July 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher named Mac Brazel discovers strange debris spread across his property: lightweight metallic rods, plastic-like material, and chunks that seemed impossible to burn or break. He reported it to the local sheriff, who contacted the Roswell Army Airfield. Here's where it gets fascinating. The military issued a press release stating they had recovered a flying disc. The headline ran in newspapers nationwide. Then, within hours, they retracted. Colonel William Blanchard's office claimed it was just a weather balloon. Witnesses, however, described material that could be crumpled but would return to its original shape, something 1940s technology could do. In the 1990s, the U.S. Air Force admitted the debris was from Project Mogul, a classified program using high-altitude balloons to detect Soviet nuclear tests. But critics have a strong counter-argument. Mogul balloons were made of neoprene, balsa wood, and paper. Witnesses consistently described metallic material with memory properties. The infamous 1995 alien autopsy film, later exposed as a hoax by filmmaker Ray Santilli, only deepened public mistrust. The key question remains: if it was just a balloon, why did the military change their story within hours? The base itself tells an incredible story. Declassified CIA documents from 2013 confirmed that Area 51 was established in 1955 for testing the U-2 spy plane. The U-2 flew at 70,000 feet, an altitude that would have seemed impossible to commercial pilots in the 1950s and 1960s. Those pilots reported UFOs at high altitude, glowing objects that, we now know, were U-2s catching sunlight at dawn and dusk. The CIA admits this directly in their own documents. They estimate that over half of all UFO reports from the 1950s and 1960s were actually U-2 and State Route 71 Blackbird flights. But here's the twist. The CIA's declassified map of Area 51 shows a massive facility with multiple runways, hangars, and what appears to be an extensive underground complex. Why would a spy plane test facility need so much underground infrastructure? Skeptics say the secrecy was purely for national security, protecting Cold War technology. Believers say that level of secrecy suggests something far more significant. Enter Bob Lazar, the man who turned Area 51 into a household name. In 1989, Lazar appeared in a shocking television interview claiming he had worked at S-4, a secret facility near Area 51. His story was extraordinary. He said he helped reverse engineer 9 alien spacecraft powered by element 115, a super heavy element that could generate its own gravity field. Lazar's story has been heavily criticized. One major problem is his academic credentials. He claimed a degree from MIT and Caltech that neither institution can verify. Independent investigations by the Los Angeles Times found no record of his employment at Los Alamos National Laboratory, though a 1982 phone book listing places him there. However, Lazar passed polygraph tests administered by both a defense attorney and a journalist. He correctly described element 115 years before it was officially synthesized in 2003, predicting it would be stable enough for practical applications. The scientific establishment says he got lucky. Believers say he was telling the truth. Regardless, Lazar's testimony inspired Independence Day, hundreds of documentaries, and the 2019 Storm Area 51 internet movement that attracted millions of participants. The U.S. government has a documented history of considering UFO deception. Operation Northwoods, a 1962 Pentagon proposal declassified in 1997, suggested staging fake UFO incidents and even terrorist attacks to justify military intervention in Cuba. The plan included creating phony UFO sightings and blowing up an American ship. While never implemented, its very existence proves that military officials seriously considered manufacturing alien narratives for political advantage. Project Blue Book investigated 12,618 UFO sightings between 1952 and 1969. Of those, 701 remained officially unexplained. The project's director, Captain Edward J. Ruppelt, later wrote that many cases involved objects with performance characteristics far beyond known aircraft. In 2017, the New York Times revealed the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, a secret Pentagon program that studied UAP encounters from 2007 to 2012. The program's director, Luis Elizondo, stated on record that some observed objects demonstrated flight capabilities that defy known physics. In 2020, the Pentagon officially released 3 Navy videos showing unexplained aerial phenomena. The Pentagon's own task force now investigates UAPs, admitting some objects demonstrate transmedium travel, instantaneous acceleration, and hypersonic speeds without visible propulsion. So after 7 decades of secrecy, what's really happening at Area 51? The most compelling explanation combines 3 factors. First, the base has tested revolutionary aircraft, from the U-2 to the State Route 71 to the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, aircraft that looked alien to anyone who spotted them. Second, extreme government secrecy creates a vacuum that conspiracy theories rush to fill. When the government says nothing for 60 years, people will imagine the worst or the most extraordinary explanations. And third, modern military encounters with unexplained aerial phenomena suggest genuinely unusual things are happening in our skies. The truth might not be little green men. It might be something even more profound, the intersection of national security secrecy and fundamental scientific discovery. Are we alone in the universe? We don't know. But the evidence proves beyond doubt that the government has hidden information about this topic for decades. And that alone is worth questioning. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Area 51, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more investigations into the world's greatest mysteries. Click the bell icon so you never miss an upload. I release videos every day covering the topics that mainstream media won't touch. What do you think? Is the government hiding extraterrestrial technology, or does the advanced aircraft explanation cover everything? Drop your theory in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there.